Remember the cool cartoon dog portrait we made earlier in the course? In the lesson about the process of drafting and refining prompts? It was almost perfect, but the coffee in the hand felt a bit out of place. We can remove the coffee with this AI tool Magic Eraser, but I'll show you how to do the same thing without spending money using 15 free credits with DALL-E. DALL-E is not just an image generator, it also offers enhancement and editing features. Let's go through how DALL-E can help us remove the coffee with a few simple steps. Start by logging into DALL-E. If you haven't made an account yet, it's easy to set one up. You may also know the other tool called ChatGPT from OpenAI, but we are now interested in DALL-E, so let's click on DALL-E. Instead of inputting a text prompt as usual, we are going to click Upload an image and select our dog portrait. You'll have the option to crop the image if you want, but if not, just click Crop and Edit Image. Next, use the eraser tool and highlight the part of the image you want to remove. In my case, the hand and the coffee. Once you have done this, simply type Generate in the text box at the top and click the Generate button. Here my goal is to just fill in the erased space rather than generating new elements. DALL-E will create several variations of your image and the results are impressive. Pick the one you like the best or generate another batch if you're not satisfied. I opted for a final result image that I thought looked the best. In a linked lesson of this course, you can find more information about how I got my hand-painted oil painting and what the final result looked like. Just look for the lesson titled AI to Canvas Service, Handmade Oil Painting. After our previous lesson where we removed the hand from an image, we are going to edit another image in this lesson, focusing on correcting common errors in fingers and hands. This is one of the most frequent mistakes I've noticed in Midjourney based on my experience. As you can see, the fingers are intervened, and the left hand has 6 fingers instead of 5. The process is similar, but this time we won't just type generate and leave everything to DALL-E. Instead, we'll give DALL-E explicit instruction telling it precisely what we want to see in the final result. First, we need to erase the hand. Now we need to instruct DALL-E on what to generate. In this case, I write in the text field cute hero fist. Then I click generate and wait for DALL-E to generate the modifications. The result looks great. It might not work perfectly on the first attempt. If that's the case, don't worry. Simply try a few more times or adjust the prompt slightly to achieve the desired result. While Midjourney currently doesn't support color codes or specific background templates, there are workarounds that allow you to change the background of your images. You can use an external tool to extract objects from your generated image and insert your desired background. A handy tip is to use Adobe's free background removal tool or ClipDrop. These tools allow you to save the image as a PNG file with a transparent background. Another free tool I can recommend is remove.bg. In this example, we'll use ClipDrop's background removal tool. Upload your photo, remove the background and download it. Once you have achieved a transparent image, you can place your desired background behind it. I'm a huge fan of Canva due to its versatility. It offers a free version as well as a paid upgrade option that provides unrestricted access to all features and designs. In Canva, you can upload your image and apply a color or another image as the background. You can even create the background image using Midjourney. Go to canva.com and create an account or log in. Click on Create a Design and then Import File. Choose your transparent image, click on Edit Photo, and then Use in a design. Now your image should appear in the editor. Your image is automatically placed as a background, so you will need to right-click and choose Detach Image from Background. Click on the background and choose your desired color from the top left side of the screen. Once you're happy with the color, right-click on the image and select Replace Background. If you prefer a background image instead of a solid color, you can either use an existing image or create a new one in Midjourney. Back in Canva, go to Upload and upload your background image. Make sure to detach the foreground image from its current background before dragging and dropping the background image. Now click on Layer and Send to Back. After placing the background, resize your foreground image as needed. And voila, your image is now complete with a new background. In order to download your image, just click on the Share button and download. As of now, Midjourney and other AI generators may not be perfect at generating text. This means you might have to do some manual editing to fix any issues related to the text in your AI-generated images. For instance, let's say you used an AI generator to create a logo for your soccer team, Football Club New York. If you already have a specific font in mind, you can use it. In our case, we like the font Midjourney used in the logo, so we'll try to find a similar one. If you're not an expert in fonts, don't worry. There are websites like What the Font, where you can upload an image of the text and the site will suggest a similar font. In our case, ATF Railroad Gothic Shadow fill looks pretty similar. Once you have identified a font you like, you can purchase it directly from the site, or you could do a quick Google search to find a similar font. In this case, we found a pretty close match for free on whatfontis.com. You can use any photo editing software like Photoshop, Affinity Photo, or a free online alternative like Photopea to edit the text. They are all very similar to each other. Next, you can import the custom font in Photopea. To do this, click on the text tool and then click on the font name drop-down menu. From there, you can select the load font option and import your custom font file. To erase the existing text, you can use the healing brush tool in Photopea. The Spot Healing Brush tool allows you to simply paint over text, effectively removing it from your design. You can also adjust the size and the hardness of your brush. A useful tip: it might be easier to remove one letter at a time. You might also need to paint over a spot several times until it looks right. Once you have erased the unwanted text, you can add your desired text using the text tool in Photopea. Apply your custom font and color to the new text. You have successfully edited your logo design. Congratulations! That's how you can create a finished logo using Midjourney. You could further improve or add additional text to your logo. This was just a quick demo to show you on how to do it. In this lesson, we'll be walking through the process of applying your unique pattern onto a product using Photoshop as our tool of choice. Keep in mind, you are not limited to Photoshop. Other photo editing software like Photopea and Affinity Photo are equally capable as they share many of the same features. So pick the tool you're most comfortable with and let's dive in. Let's start with generating the image we want to use as a template. For example, I use the following prompt in Midjourney to create an image. Now let's open Photoshop and import the image. In Photoshop, create a copy of the image layer. Click on the Filter menu, select Blur, and then Gaussian Blur. Click OK to apply the filter. Now save this blurred image as map.psd. After saving, you can delete the duplicate layer you created earlier. Select the rectangle tool from the toolbar on the left. Use this tool to draw a rectangle over the area of the t-shirt. Right-click on the new rectangle layer and select Convert to Smart Object. After that, hide this layer for now. Select the polygonal lasso tool and use it to draw around the area of the t-shirt. Unhide the rectangle layer and click on Add Layer Mask at the bottom of the layer panel. Now double-click on the smart object to open it. Paste your pattern into the smart object. I used this prompt to generate a pattern in Midjourney. Press Ctrl S or on Mac Command S to save the changes to the smart object, then close it. With the rectangle layer selected, go to Filter, Distort, Displace. You can experiment with the settings, but in this example we used the following settings: N for horizontal scale and vertical scale, displacement map set to stretch to fit, and repeat edge pixels enabled. Click OK and select the map.psd file when prompted. Finally, change the blend mode of the rectangle layer to color burn or another mode that works for your image. I used color burn for this example. And voila, you've successfully added your pattern to a product. Here is my final result. Remember, services like Printful or Printify offer similar options, but you are often restricted to using their own images. You can also use placeit.net, though their template section may be limited. In any case, now you know how to do it yourself with your own unique pattern. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to put your picture onto a canvas template using Photopea for this time. It's simple and fun, so let's get started. Firstly, we will generate the required template. You can create this using the prompt here. Next, prepare the image that you will use to test your template and for advertising or thumbnail purposes. Open Photopea and upload your generated template image. Select the rectangle tool from the toolbar on the left. Zoom in on the picture and select the area where you want to place your image. In most cases, this would be a white or blank area on your template. Right-click on the newly created layer in the Layers panel on the right side and choose Convert to Smart Object. Double-click on the thumbnail of the Smart Object layer. This will open a new window where you can place your image. Now copy and paste your image into this new window. Save the image in this new window with Ctrl+S or Command+S on Mac, and then close the window. This will update the smart object in your original document with your new image. Select one of the blending modes from the drop-down menu on the right side next to opacity. For example, choose multiply. This will ensure your image blends naturally with the template. That's it! You've successfully placed your image on a template. Here is how my example turned out. Please note, your results will vary depending on the images you use and the specific blend mode you choose. Keep experimenting until you're satisfied. When you save the images you have generated in Midjourney, their default size is 1024 by 1024 pixels, but sometimes this size might be too small for what you need. If you want to make your art bigger, you can use third-party tools. These tools allow you to increase the size of your image by 2x, 4x, or even 16x. The 8x and 16x options are usually for subscribers, but you can use the 2x and 4x options for free. Here are my top picks for image upscaling tools: imageupscaler.com and bigjpeg.com. Keep in mind that you get a few free uses each month. Also, I need to let you know that I don't have any affiliations with these upscaling tools. Now let's see a side-by-side comparison of an image upscaled by 4 times. If you have simple 2D vector images generated with Midjourney and you want to use it for things like designing website icons or logo stickers, SVG files are a good option because they have better quality. Right now, Midjourney doesn't provide you to save your image as an SVG file, but don't worry, you can use other tools you can find online to change your image into an SVG file. Here is a side-by-side comparison between a PNG file and a SVG file. The best thing about SVG files is you can make your image as big as you want. And it will still look sharp, but sometimes the place where you get your prints done might not accept SVG files. If that happens, just look up online with a quick Google search and you will find tools that change your SVG file to any other type you need. And there you have it. You now have the knowledge to optimize the quality of your art creations. Remember, the quality of your artwork can greatly impact its appeal. So these steps are crucial for showcasing your work in the best light. Make the most of these tips to make your art stand out. In this lesson, we're diving deep into another amazing tool in combination with Midjourney, the Face Swap tool from Inside Face. Ever wondered how you'd look as a pirate? Let's find out together. To get started with Face Swap, we'll be using Inside Face, an open source solution available on GitHub. First off, you have to click on the link to invite the Discord bot to your server. With the Inside Face Swap tool, you have the power to incorporate any face, including your own. However, always ensure you have the necessary permissions for any face you want to incorporate. First, let's generate an image of a pirate. Now grab a photo you want to swap. I'm using a simple stock photo for demonstration. Now you have to save your photo with the Save ID command. Here you can drag and drop your personal face image. Give it a simple name like man and press the Enter key. Once uploaded, you will see a confirmation that the ID has been created. Now let's save the pirate on your computer. Now you can use the swap ID command to swap the face of the pirate. Drag and drop the pirate image and enter your ID. As you can see, the results can be hilarious and impressive. Sometimes you might notice that the app reuses certain facial features, so experimentation is key. If you want to swap more than one face, you need to pay for the subscription, which is around $10 a month. With the free version, you have 50 credits daily, and with the pro version, you have 200 credits daily. I think 50 credits daily should be enough, but if you need the multi-face swap feature, you have to buy the Pro subscription. Let's illustrate that with an example. Let's say we want to swap the faces of this couple. First, let's create another ID for a woman. Here I'm using a stock photo as an example. And now let's save the images on our computer. Here we can use the swap ID command and drag and drop our image. Now we can say woman separated by comma and man to swap the faces of the couple. If you would have another person in the middle and you want to skip that person, you could add an underscore to omit this person. For now, let's just swap the faces of this couple. The results are amazing, and it's really fun to play with this tool. And so that wraps up our lesson on Midjourney in combination with the Face Swap bot. Go ahead, give it a spin, and let your imagination run wild. Remember, with the Face Swap tool, every image is an exciting new adventure.